So let's talk about find versus filter, two related methods in JavaScript to deal with data, yeah, with arrays to be more precise. Yeah, that's the first thing. Both find and filter work with arrays, list of elements. Yeah? So let's see how they work. They are very similar. There are some subtle differences. So today I would like to play with DevTools because, as you know, it's probably the easiest way just to play with basic algorithms. So let me zoom the screen. So as usual, the first thing I would like to do is check how healthy DevTools is today. So console.log hello workshop. And let's see if it works, because if that doesn't work, we need to do something else. Yeah. So yeah, it worked, right? Fantastic. That gives me some confidence to continue with the workshop. Cool. So let me present you a problem. Imagine that I got a list of fruits. Apple, banana, and orange. And I want to create a method called do I have an apple? Yeah. So the method should check whether my list of fruits has an apple or not. So to keep things simple, we can put the variable inside. So then we'll call the method. Yeah. So now we need to check if the list of fruits contains an apple. Yeah, easy. The idea is very easy. That method, should definitely tell you that yeah, there is an apple in that list. To solve the problem, we can do return fruits.find. Now pay attention to the syntax, because it's the same. It will be the same all the time. It doesn't matter if we talk about find, filter, map, for each, reduce. It's the same syntax all the time. So you just need to get used to it. It's a method. And then look at the syntax. It will go through each individual fruit. So finally, we specify the condition. What are we looking for? We're looking for a fruit that is apple. That's the way it works. So if the fruit is found, it will return it. In other words, this algorithm returns apple because apple is on the list. What if I'm looking for a pineapple? In that particular case, my function will return nothing, undefined. You see? That's the way find works. Can you tell me, if I add a breakpoint, if Google lets me add a breakpoint, which is a different story, right? So you see, now I cannot add breakpoints anymore. Let me create a new snippet. Oh, here you go. Will this work? Okay, let's try. So I got 3 breakpoints. Can anybody tell me what the execution order is? One point on the board challenge. Minji? 9. What else? Time out.
Oh, no. Wait, 9, 5.
9, 5.
Oh, no. Oh, I mean 9, 3, 5.
9, 3, 5. Okay. I don't want to say if that's right or wrong. Eh? Let's leave it there for now. What else, guys? Ebrima? 9, so you agree with Minji, right? Okay. Panos? Adam? And Ian? Okay. No one got the job, guys. You're all wrong.
359?
You are all wrong. The sequence is somehow correct, but we start on line number 9. It's great that first of all you identify the starting point of the algorithm. So yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. Then you also manage to. Oh, where is my breakpoint on number 3? Come on, Google. What the hell?
Is it basically something similar to what we done yesterday?
No.
935.
Wait. Don't spoil it, please. All right. So first of all, I need to be able to add breakpoints. Yeah. Otherwise, you know. You see that? That's bullshit, right? Why cannot I breakpoint on number 3? Yeah. Let me close the snippet and open it again, or maybe create a new one. I would like to show you at some point, probably next month, a different way to play with snippets using VS Code and some plugins. So, looks like it's going to be okay now. So let's play it, guys. Number 9, correct. Now we'll stop on line number 3, yeah, because we're calling the method. Here you go. And now what you fail is, you're right, guys, you're right. We'll stop on line number 5. However, how many times are we going to stop on line number 5? That's the trick. Find, we'll check every single element, correct. So the execution order is 935, 5, 5.
Then 9 again?
No. Why 9 again? No. Look, number 5, first stop. You see, fruit equals apple. What will be the next fruit, guys, if I play again? The banana, correct. And finally, the orange. And that's it. Okay? 9, 3, 5, 5, 5. Why? Because find needs to check where the hell the fruit is. It needs to check them all, yeah? And now, no one get the point. However, what if I'm looking for the banana? Oh, that's a bit confusing. Let me. I cannot have breakpoints anymore. Come on, Google. Do we really need to create a new snippet every time? It's a bit unfair, right? So I want to play it again. I want to find if there is a banana. So Minji, numbers please.
9.
Wait a minute, Prima. 9. 9 again.
No, I mean 9, 3,
3.
5, 5.
That's it? So Minji said something highly controversial. She said that it will stop twice on line number 5 instead of 3 times. What do you think about that?
I agree. Exactly.
Adam agrees with Minji.
I don't agree. I think it's difficult to go through every single element.
You think you go until the end? Yeah. Okay, so that's interesting. So we got Minji and Adam versus Panos and Ebrima. 9, 3, 5, 5, 5. And then Ian, which team do you support today? Ooh, okay, interesting. Cool. So Minji, Adam, and Ian are right. The way find works is find will return one single element. So once find found it, give up, stop. There is no point of continuing until the end of the list. Let's prove that. We start on line number 9, fantastic. Then line number 3, okay. Then line number 5, apple. Is apple equal banana? No, okay, so continue, yeah. Iteration number 2, banana. Is banana equal banana? Yes, so pay attention guys, because if I resume the script, it won't stop again. That's it, you see? And then you can see the output is the matching element, the banana. Does it make sense? So it goes until the end if it doesn't find anything. But as soon as your condition is found, stop.
Okay, if you had a different return, if you had a different condition basically,
Mhm.
the return,
A different condition here.
yes.
What's your condition?
I can't think of something. I mean, if it was a bit more complex.
Okay, let's play. Yeah, let's play a bit more complex example, guys. Now, still an array of fruits, but with two, an array of fruits, but in reality we've got an array of objects. On each fruit, I want to talk about the name of the fruit and the price.
Yes.
Yeah.
So basically, if you had like two fruits that they are the same price.
Okay, yeah, let's play with this example. So we got the apple, and then we got the banana, and then finally we got the orange. So how can I find whether there is a banana on the list? Can anybody please tell me what should I write on line number 9? Fruit dot name
I mean, like 3 equals
triple equals like that. That's correct, Minji. That's correct. Yeah, it's the same process. The only thing is, on each stop of the journey, we need to change the condition because now we don't have an array of strings. We have an array of objects, so we need to deal with that use case scenario. Yeah? So if we run it, can you please tell me the execution order?
13,
Ian, 13.
9, 9.
That's correct. Yeah? You're doing that. We will stop on line number 9 twice because the banana is the second element of the list. Yeah, as simple as that. So let's try that. 13, fine, 3, fine, 9, once, twice, and that's it. And you see, that's important, guys. Find returns the matching element completely. You see, now find is returning the first object. Yeah? Can you tell me how to find the first? Look at the problem. I want to find the first fruit which price is above a given price. Yeah? I have a basket and I want to find the most an expensive fruit, yeah? And this is my threshold. So give me the first fruit which unit price is above that number. Fruit dot price greater than banana. 2.5? No, I don't want to hard code 2.5 because then I may want to change that number. I want to have a function that dynamically, based on this argument, tells me the first fruit above that price.
So pass a parameter on the function.
An argument. Here? Okay, give me an argument name.
Price. I don't know. Fruit price, something, I guess.
Okay? Not Brexit, right? Not coronavirus. Cool.
But you can do coronavirus actually.
Okay. And then what?
And then, yeah, replace that with the banana.
Yep.
Replace it with a variable.
Like that, right? What do you think, guys?
Won't work
Won't work? Why not?
because you return the object.
Well, but that's not a bad thing, right? I mean, Ian said that will return the object. Which object will that return? Ian?
Greater than the orange one.
That's correct, right? That's what we wanted. It returns the first fruit which price is about the number that we. Yeah, of course. I don't know. Tell me.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the result.
I mean that's the word, right? If my threshold is 1.3, what should that return? The object with the banana. Eh? And if my price is 1.1, what should that return? And what if my price is 3.2? That's correct, Minji. We don't have any element on the list satisfying the condition. Once again, yeah? Because in all the cases, fruit.price is lower or equal to 3.2. Because of that, as Minji said, this algorithm now returns undefined. What if in reality, guys, I want to return the name of the fruit? Yeah, I don't really care about the object. Yeah, I just want the name of the fruit. Well, what we can do is I can create a variable. Expensive fruit. I create a variable and then return expensive fruit or what? Name. Yeah? I just want the name. So what will my algorithm return now?
It's gonna have error.
Error. Why error?
Because you're finding key in something
It's undefined. I think Adam disagrees with you, Minji. So Minji said it will return an error because expensive fruit will be undefined. Why expensive fruit will be undefined? So
wait.
there is no fruit which price is about 1.2?
Oh no, I thought the price was still like 3.2. No, then it's gonna return banana.
It's going to return banana. Yeah, I agree on that. Yeah? Why banana? Look, if I add a breakpoint on line number 11 and I run it again, now my breakpoint is gone. Guys, what happened with my breakpoints? Hello, Google. Yeah, I cannot add breakpoints, but anyway, you can trust me. So expensive fruit is the object with the banana information. Yeah? So, because I got access to the object, I can do whatever I want with it. Get the price, get the name, I don't know, whatever. Yeah, whatever. But now my question is, what happens if I do that? What will this algorithm return?
Now it's gonna
Undefined. Minji said error. That's interesting, guys. So Panos said undefined. Minji said error. Ebrima, Ian, Adam.
Error.
So Ian joining Minji, Ebrima, Adam. Undefined. So Ebrima joining Panos. 2 versus 2, interesting. And Adam.
Well, I think it would be undefined names or return error.
So,
Like with Minji
all right. So Minji, Ian, and Adam are right. The point is, what's the value of expensive fruit? It is undefined. Do you agree on that? It didn't manage to find any fruit with a unit price about 9, so it's undefined. So then what happens when you do undefined dot something? Throws an error, vomits an error. Yeah? Let's prove that theory. There you go. Cannot read property name of undefined. So how can we deal with that? Well, we can have an if-else statement, for instance. Yeah? If I got expensive fruit, then return, I don't know, the expensive, come on, fruit is, and then expensive fruit.name. Yeah, do you remember template literals with backticks? And then dollar curly brace, we can combine hard-coded text with variables. And then else, return sorry, no fruit found, something like that. Yeah? So that's pretty much the idea. If I got something on the expensive fruit, then it's safe to display a message. If expensive fruit is undefined, however, then show a friendly message, which is better than just throwing an error. Yeah, you see, sorry, no fruit found. And then if I change the threshold to 1.6, for instance, that should return the expensive fruit is what? Orange, correct, Adam? Here you go. Okay. So that's the way you can easily deal with that type of issues. One more thing. When talking about the syntax, I told you it's always the same, yeah? Fruits.find, or cities.find, or countries.find, or celebrities.find, yeah? And then you got the argument in individual. I mean, you can take whatever you want here. A classic problem of Unity developers is type fruits again. That's completely stupid from a semantics point of view, because in here you got the each individual fruit. So it's super confusing to call it fruits in plural, yeah? Singular. For each fruit, then what? Then check the price. Yeah? There is a simpler way to run this piece of code. So there are two ways of running find. That's the first one. That's the academical approach. Find, fruit, arrow function, curly brace, and then return the condition. Whenever you got something like that, let me copy below a different way of solving the same problem. You can, let me rename it. Yeah, you can remove the curly braces. And now, look, that's incorrect, because if you remove the curly braces, that means whatever you display next will be immediately returned. So you have to remove the return statement, remove the semicolon. See, I'm just removing code, if you notice, yeah? And now, for readability purposes, you can do that. This line of code does exactly the same as these 3 lines of code.
Could you still do return and then the rest?
No.
No.
No. Look, if I type return
No. I mean, in terms of let.
in here, so you want to
And then
return
you-
that,
No. Undo. If you replace let,
just
let, not the variable name.
let, like that.
No, if you replace just let with return.
If you, okay, like that.
Yes. Would that work?
But obviously the rest of the code doesn't make sense, right? So you want to do something like that? Well, that should return the entire object, I believe. Yes, correct, that's the entire object. To me, that doesn't really make sense, because you are creating a variable, so you find the fruit, and you found it, yeah? Because the first fruit, which unit price about 1.6, is the orange. Eh? So that piece of code is correct. It returns the whole object. And then you assign the object to a variable, and then you return the variable. It doesn't really make sense. If you want to do that, let's do that. Right? If you don't care about creating a variable, just return the expression and that's it. Yeah? So if you do that, it still works.
No, it's more like my question was like.
It's worth creating that expensive fruit variable, even though we're doing a return statement on the next line. Because I guess for readability it's fantastic.
Yeah, but
And then you've got, it's an extra line of code.
do something or something different. Yeah. Tell me, how do you solve the problem without creating a variable? How do you tell me the fruit name?
Or just put return and then dot name on the end of this whole string.
Okay, but we proved that's wrong. That won't work. That won't work, guys. That will work on this particular use case.
I'm not asking about this. I mean, like, let's say you just want the whole object of the fruit.
Okay, if you just want the whole object, then that's fine. If you just want the whole object, then you don't type the name, right? You're changing the exercise. That's okay, because if I got something valid, 1.6, it will return the whole orange object. Fantastic. In worst case scenario, if I pass a stupidly high number, what will that return?
Undefined.
Undefined. But still, even if later on you want to display the name of the fruit, you need an if else somewhere. Because sometimes your data will be represented as an object, and sometimes your data will be represented as undefined. So you will have to control that to tell the user a sensible message.
Yeah.
Anything else, guys? Any questions about find? No? You see, it's not that complicated, yeah? If you want, I can copy it, and I will show it on Slack afterwards. Let me prove it works. So yeah, that's correct. And if the fruit is chipping off, yeah, cool, fantastic. So I'll try to share that on Slack later on. And then let's talk about filter. Filter is very similar, very similar. Let me simplify the example a bit. If you understood find, filter will be piece of cake. So still, I'm going to keep the semantics of my example. And now the difference is return fruits instead of .find, .filter, but everything else is literally the same thing. You see? Return fruit.price is about price. Yeah? It's copy and paste. The only difference is instead of typing find, not found, find, now I'm typing filter. The only difference is find stops as soon as your matching element is found. That's it. However, let me change the price a bit, 1.3 for instance. So with find, what will that return? Banana,
Two objects.
two objects. I'm using find, eh?
The
Banana, but what? Correct. Ian gave me the correct answer. The banana object, not just the string, the banana object, yeah? That's fine. However, if I replace with filter, it's pretty much the same. The only difference is find stops as soon as the element is found. Filter doesn't stop. Filter will give you a list with all the matching elements. So can anybody figure out what will the algorithm return now?
Two objects.
An array with two objects. The banana object and the orange object. You see? So if I add some breakpoints on line number 30, Google. I cannot add breakpoints anymore. Fantastic. So let me create a new snippet. It's a bit stupid, right? So if I add some breakpoints on line number 13, line number 8 and 9, so even if I got, let's add a fourth fruit at the end, khaki, if that makes any sense. So can anybody tell me what's the execution order?
14,
Adam?
14, 9, 10, 10.
4 times, right? What do you think? Anybody disagree on that? No? You're right. You're all right, guys. So filter doesn't care. Filter will give you all the matching elements. Definitely, it needs to check the array until the end because it doesn't know if there will be a new element matching the condition afterwards. Yeah? So that's correct, guys. If we play this snippet, 14, 9, 10, apple, 10, banana, 10, orange, 10, khaki, and that's it. Okay? Easy peasy. And my next question is, do you remember with find, what happened if the element was not found? Find. What did it return? Undefined. What happened if the same scenario happens with filter? You're right, guys. You're right. With find, it returns undefined because it doesn't really know what to return. However, filter always return an array. It could be an array with a number of match elements, But if there is nothing matching the condition, as you can see, still an array. That's a very important difference between find and filter. Any questions? Is that complicated? Not much, right? So I don't think find and filter is very complicated. However, they are very, very important methods. Yeah? I use them on a daily basis because
Find, filter, map.
no, find and filter. Then we'll talk about map and for each because they are different. They are different. They have different goal, different purpose.
Like the most important.
Yeah, of course, they are equally important. Definitely. Cool. Yeah. So actually, that's it. There is nothing else I wanted to talk about find and filter. Yeah. So
Ricardo,
yeah.
The condition for this particular example includes only the price, as when the price is greater than $1.3 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
How complex can the condition be?
Well, as much as you want, right? As much as you want.
Can the condition be?
You can guys, you can take whatever you want here. So for instance, I can check, give me all the, actually let's do that. That's a question. There are 3 points on the board challenge. Look at the question. I want all the fruits with a name of at least 6 characters. Okay, Adam?
Return. So in the second return line,
Here?
yep. So return fruit dot name dot length and then greater than, what was it, 6 characters? Yeah. Of at least 6 characters or greater than equal 6, please.
Mm-hmm.
And get rid of the rest of that code about price.
No, I still want to keep the price.
Oh, you want the price?
Yeah, I want the price as well. I want both conditions.
Okay, just give me a second.
And
No. Double ampersand.
yeah, will that work?
No.
Why not? Ian?
I would probably.
No, we need to store this one in a variable first, and after that,
Why?
because this will return an array.
So, okay, if that doesn't work, what will that return, Ian? Right. Yeah, Adam?
I think that we want to put the in brackets, so after the second return.
Yep.
So no, after the word return.
After the word return, yes?
Or fruit, yeah. Then we want to put 1 parentheses there,
Yeah.
and then close it after 6.
Close it after 6. Yeah. You are doing nothing. I could add 17 parentheses here, and the result will be the same, right? So that's not changing anything.
Yeah, I'm not finished, but we need to get the price. So we're going to get 2 objects, banana and orange,
Yes.
and then we want to run another filter.
Why?
So when we get that array of objects,
Yes.
we want to filter out. We want to filter for was it minimum price 1.3.
Yes.
So
So you're thinking of having 2 filter methods, one after the other.
yeah, it's a nested filter.
Nested filter.
Will that achieve anything though?
No.
Because at the end of the day, you just add another condition that you're going to apply to the filter.
That's correct. Panos is right. Guys, I don't know where you see the ghost, but that code is absolutely beautiful and it works, right? So, I mean, let's try it. Boom, that's it. Yeah? It'll return the orange and the banana. That's okay. So this is based on Daniel's question. here you can specify your condition, and the condition would be whatever you want, right? So how do I know? Give me all the fruits, which size, the length of the fruit is at least 6 characters, and the price is above a threshold, and the color is whatever I want. So color, what color? An apple is green, a banana is yellow, and the orange is orange. What happened first? The color orange or the fruit, and then the color? I have no idea. And then the khaki, what color khaki is? I have no idea. So now I want to pass a second argument with the color of the fruit. So can anybody tell me what else do I have to do?
You can add at the end of like the return statement
Where?
there.
Here?
No, wait. On the like 10th line.
10th line? Yeah, I know 10th line, yeah.
Yeah, and then after the price.
After the price, yeah. Here I'm yeah.
Oh, yes, and then you put double equal sign.
Double equal sign.
No, I mean.
That's
no,
a double
I mean,
equal sign, right?
No, and sign.
And sign.
Uh-huh. No, not that one. The
Ampersand.
yeah.
Double ampersand, guys. Double ampersand.
And fruit dot color equals triple equals color, and then on the top, right next to price, you have to put another argument with the name color. Yeah, but put the comma in
Right?
price. Yeah.
What do you think, guys? Will this work? What will that algorithm return?
Banana object.
Banana object. So that's interesting. So Minji said that will return banana object.
I mean array.
Ah.
Array that has banana object.
Will it return an object or an array?
Array.
An array. Filter always returns an array. Always, 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 always. If in every interview, what filter returns? An object? Stop. Thank you for coming. Yeah? Good luck in your life. Filter always return an array. An array of what? An array of could be nothing, or could be one element or two elements. I don't know, but an array. That's the first thing. Yeah. So Minji is right. That will return an array of one object, which is the object represented by the banana, as hopefully you can see here. That's it. Okay? So I hope, Daniel, you can appreciate that definitely, your condition can be tricky. Yeah? If you had to write that code, my suggestion is break, because to me that's a bit hard to read. Yeah, many things here is a bit exhausting. Use the parentheses. This is just for readability. Yeah? This is not going to change anything. And then, so I hope you agree with me. Now the code is easier to read because I can quickly see my free conditions. Yeah. And also back to the inline mode. You remember I told you before, you can remove the return statement. So remove the curly braces. Yeah. Remove the return statement. Remove the semicolon. And now to simplify things a bit, move the parentheses to the line above and play a bit with the indentation.
And again, is fixed.
Yes. You see, that's the shortest way to write the algorithm. Can we, what time is it? Do you have time for another question? Yes, last question. Can we destructure the fruit argument? Do you remember destructuring?
You can put the
Curly brace.
and then you can put in the things that you need, so like name, price, and color.
And then what?
Get rid of the fruit dot.
Say it again, Daniel.
I would get rid of the on line 10, 11, and 12.
Fruit.
Get rid of fruit dot.
Correct. Will this work?
You need to surround the curly braces and parentheses.
That's absolutely brilliant. Yeah, that's correct. When you have a single argument, fruit, you don't have to surround it with parentheses. Parentheses are optional. However, there are two scenarios where parentheses are mandatory. First of all, imagine that you got more than one argument. Yes, that code is not correct. Whenever you got two arguments or more, then it's absolutely vital to surround them with parentheses. The other scenario is, even if you got a single argument, but you destructure it, then again, use the parentheses. And now Chrome is happy. Will it work? Okay, let's try that. Let's see what happened, guys. Let's see what happened. No. No results.
That's what, or it doesn't.
It doesn't. That's a classic job interview question. They present you this algorithm. Hey, we are trying to solve this problem, but we don't know why it doesn't work, because that should clearly return the banana.
Do you want to put curly braces around name, price, and color?
No. No. The structuring by itself is correct. We are definitely accessing the properties we want. So that line is, I believe, correct. The problem is somewhere else. Length. What happened with the length, everyone? Right. So there are 2 points on the board challenge.
Oh, it's because you haven't defined like right next to filter, like inside the curly braces. You didn't know. Never mind.
Okay, the arguments are the same as the
Rima said something very interesting. The problem, guys, is here. Price greater than price, what the hell that means? That doesn't make any sense. The problem is, we are accessing the price variable because the price is the name of the key on each fruit. Yeah, no problem at all. However, by coincidence, we gave the same variable name to the price we are passing. We are shadowing the variable. Yeah, unfortunately, we've lost access to the parent price variable. So that line doesn't make any sense. That's why it returns nothing. Because price on the first iteration will be 1.2. Is 1.2 greater than 1.2? No. False. Next iteration, price is 1.5. Is 1.5 greater than 1.5? No. You get my point, right? We've lost access to that variable 1.3. We've lost access. That's why it doesn't work. So if you really want to do the structuring, then you have to rename the upper variable. Call it something like mean price. And then do something like that. You want to check.
And then I guess you put it the same in the color, right?
Fantastic. The same problem applies to the color panels. You're absolutely right. Yeah, same problem. You see? Color, and then color here. So you rename that to what? I don't know. My color, whatever. Yeah? Just give a different name to avoid any clash. So now, hopefully, the problem should be solved. Here you go. Here is our friend the banana. That's a beautiful piece of code. Yeah, if you can prove you can write that, the structure. I told you on the last weekly thing. Regardless of how the interview works, what they ask you, you always have to create a function. And if you create a function with an object, that means that you can do the structuring. Yeah? And that's a way of impressing the employer by presenting a piece of code that they, first of all, they would not expect, and in some occasions they may not even know what the hell you are doing, which is fantastic. Yeah? It plays in your favor, of course. Any questions? No? Cool. Thank you, guys.